Big old load of coal coming up river and a load of aggregate, rock, etc. coming down river. He is staged right against the bank so that this guy can hug that point and then bring his tug around and hit that bend properly. As you can tell, we're at the castle. It's another beautiful day. We've got some extra help today because the kids are on summer break. So they're gonna do some cleaning up, picking up, organizing, things like that. But the castle has thrown another, what I would consider major, simply because I don't know much about it. So it's not something that I can necessarily take care of on my own. So we've got a visitor coming today to look at this. Let's go check it out.
Can we go to the upstairs?
Hi, Raylan.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Wyatt. I gotta shine the light in your faces. This is the extra help because they're on summer break. Excuse me, Raylan. I'm gonna go show them.
It's gonna be a spider.
What? Oh my gosh. There's probably gonna be lots of things in here.
Stop it. You go first.
Ah, so scary.
No, I'm not going
I'm
first.
gonna go first if you get the heck out of the way.
Thank you.
Now you don't have much light.
I don't care.
So they're in here looking for a big shovel, which may not actually be in here.
Oh, it's right here.
Be careful.
I'll try.
Hey, that's
What?
don't touch any of that.
Why? What is
Hanging out of that pipe.
it? What is it?
Well, that's the problem that I'm trying to show my people on YouTube, but
I'm sorry, guys.
I'm pretty confident the shovel is not going to be up there,
I still want to go up there.
but I could be wrong. So we're going to open up this door so we've got a little bit more light. But this is the storage building that everybody always asks a bunch of questions about. And this is where my 100-year well is. They call it a 100-year well because supposedly it will not run dry for 100 years. Well, it stopped working, worked perfect for the past year and a half. So I thought that it was the pressure switch, which is this thing right here. So I put a brand new one on, but it's still popping my breaker. So I took all of this cover off because I have a plumber coming today. This is the frost-proof hydrant that runs off of the pump. That's the bladder tank that you put air pressure in, the big blue tank. You put air pressure in it, and that pressure is what comes up after the pump kicks off, or kicks on, should I say. Builds up pressure until these springs right here are compressed, and then it basically takes the electricity away so the pump doesn't run anymore. Well, the problem is, as soon as I kick the electricity on, it pops my breaker on my brand new panel. So I'm pretty confident way down in there somewhere is the pump. That's what this rope is for. You see the rope hanging on the side. I don't kind of blind you guys there, but the castle threw a major curveball at me because I have a painter coming next week. Let's get out here in the daylight so I don't have to shine the light in my face. I have a painter coming next week to paint the metal roof system on the top of the great room and the back wall that we framed, and also paint all of the ceilings everywhere black. And in order for him to paint the metal roof, he has to have water to pressure wash the roof first. This pump has ran for ever since I bought the place. Never had an issue, always had great pressure, and then all of a sudden, the week before, I turned the water on and we have problems. So just another major curveball. I love this castle. It is an awesome place. It just keeps throwing major outliers at me, but that is what it is. So we've got a legit, which my plumber who installed everything inside the castle is a legit plumber. He just doesn't do well pumps. So I had to call a different plumber. Luckily, he was available to come out and look at it. Downside to it is, he said, if you do need a new pump, we're probably not going to be able to get it in for a week and a half. So I'm sitting here going, oh man, there goes some of my timing. My painter won't be able to show up, etc., etc., etc. So just another thing we got to figure out. Today, Eric is going to tear out all of this green tile. So we're going to go back with a totally different product here. We're going to keep this wood floor. Not that you guys know this place, but these boards, these individual boards, you can see these square holes and some round holes. These boards actually came out of the very first gymnasium ever built in Tell City, Indiana. And these were the bleacher tops where you would set your butt, or you would walk to set your butt down. So this was a mixture of both. I'm assuming the bigger boards was the area that you walked, and the smaller boards is the area that you sat. Not for sure which, but as you can tell, Our ramp, which is our wheelchair access to the master bedroom, over the years of this thing not being conditioned and or sealed properly up here in this corner, water has ran down this ramp and deteriorated the subfloor right here, but yet where I'm standing is good and solid. However, we got to get all this tile off and the little chunks of board so that we can put our new floor down through here. Lucas and Eric got a really good start on the floor, got all of this tore up. I was able to, just the other day, get the, not new boards, but these boards were here. They were in a position very similar to this. The previous owner bought brand new. This is actually plywood instead of OSB, this being OSB. He bought brand new plywood and put it over the old deteriorated stuff, and I'm assuming it's because he had treated boards here, just like he had up on that floor that we had to extend and replace. We did have some good sections down here of the original product. This is all good here. We're most likely going to replace this one because that radius is going to change a little bit. We're going to frame a wall over, around, cut across, and there's going to be a closet right here over the stairwell. So we got to pay attention to our headspace going down into the basement. But yet also I want to make sure that we've got a big enough closet in here. This being the master bedroom, whoever stays here, they've got a closet then behind us, and then this alcove, by the way, the subscriber who told me what that was, thank you. This alcove will have a rod in it. That'll probably be the man's closet, and this will be the wife's closet, would be my guess. Lots of stuff to do. Don't know if we'll get it all done today, but we're gonna rock out and get as much as we can. Lucas and Eric are planning on being here today, and then obviously you saw the extra help that we had because of summer. Okay, so Lucas and I confirmed in the master bedroom ceiling, the wall is too thick to drill all the way through it with this bit. We believe the thickness of the wall here is gonna work. So we're gonna drill a hole, then drill a bigger hole so we can run conduit through here. We'll have to drill the bigger hole from both sides, drive some conduit through, LB down, and get into the ceiling within this closet. That conduit, I don't have a problem with my home run being in this closet and conduit running down the wall because it's in a closet, so no big deal. But let's get this drilled, confirm we can make it through to the other side. That's all I got, big boy. It don't make any sense, does it? No. Because if you look at the end of the wall you're touching, it's a 10-inch block.
Yeah.
I've got a 20-inch bit.
I mean, it's double the thickness.
This curve has doubled or done something. And what I don't want, so in there in the half bath that you guys can't see, we've got a framed wall that closes off the chase that runs up and down the entire tower. You guys have seen that. I don't want to run. I've already got one piece of conduit going on the bathroom wall to be able to supply power to that switch. And I only drilled a hole big enough. I don't think I can get 2 wires in there. And then I would still have to come out and run my conduit all the way through here. So I was hopeful to get into that chase through this wall. All right, we used the old arm gauge instead of a 2x4. We think we're too far that way, so essentially this wall is the width of a cinder block, but on the inside over there, he then took a cinder block and essentially created the fatter end of a triangle. So what we're thinking is we're too far to the right, which means the thickness is too deep. So if we move left to about right here, we're getting way closer to our 2x4, which has wires in it, so I have to be a little more careful, but we're thinking this might work. What I hit? Tell me nothing major.
That is perfect.
Right behind the 2x4 wall?
Right behind it.
Success! All right, let's switch over to the big dog. Let the big dog eat. Hey, that's hot only when you touch it. See metal?
That's what I'm looking for.
Oh. Nothing but fog in there. Oh yeah,
Rebar.
definitely a piece of metal.
Yeah.
How did I drill through that with the other bit? Did that just make it?
Yep.
Nah. Alright, let's get our conduit ran here so that we can get our line down through the floor. I've already got a piece cut. We've got the piece in the wall. This is not glued yet. Just kind of wanting to use that to get my point of interest because we have a rim joist under here. So I want to drill just outside of that rim joist so that I can fix this to the rim joist underneath. Oh, you got to put a battery in your drill for it to work, Matt. But once we get that shackled right there, that's going to come out exceptionally well. So Lucas is below me in the hallway, close to the master bedroom. He's going to feed the 12-2 wire up through this pipe. I'm going to pull it through so that I can get it through the wall and back down to exactly the same spot that he's at, but on the other side of this rock wall where the main breaker panel is. For those of you that aren't electricians, my understanding is you put Romex wire in conduit, because Romex wire is wound so tight, the heat from the wires retains the heat inside the conduit and it gets too hot, which can cause faults, shorts, melted wire, etc., etc. If I had a really long piece of conduit, I would not use this wire. I would use the proper wire for it. But since we're only talking about 23 inches, 33 inches, I guess is what it would be, I'm not worried about that. You have been working on that little triangle for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So what Lucas found, this plywood's good, and this actually is plywood, not OSB, so I can legally say that now. This piece, we're not 100% certain how this wall's gonna fall in here, so we're gonna leave it for now, trim it off and or replace it later. But what Lucas found was this piece goes way up underneath of the rock, and in this front corner, I bet you it goes underneath there 12 inches.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to essentially, we are gonna have to essentially drive this piece in from the stairwell over here to get it in there properly. And the reason I state the word properly is because there is not a board here for the OSB or plywood, whichever we put back down, to support this end of the plywood. So we've got to tuck it up in there because this rafter runs way over there, and that's the actual support shelf, if you will, for that OSB. We're gonna have to clip nails off and all kinds of lovely stuff, and we just won't be able to nail it in there. We'll have to nail it here and here. So I'll let you keep working on that. We've got a couple of pieces over here that I can go ahead and glue and nail down while you're working on this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Lucas got that piece. Is it nailed off yet?
Yeah.
So this piece is glued and nailed. We got one little triangle here that needs to be glued and nailed.
It's glued and nailed.
So that's done. What piece we got to put in? That one piece right there.
Yes, sir.
So I can go ahead and measure that one out and cut it while you're working on that then. And that also brings up a mess up that I had. I always admit my faults.
Oh.
You see where that's mounted? That's for this room. I completely forgot about our wall. So the HVAC guys are on hold right now. Yes, we're gonna have a hole over there, but we had to have the hole to be able to get through the wall with all the supply to the HVAC. So we're just gonna move this forward 3 feet, because that's the width of the stairwell, and mount it to the face of the wall that we're gonna build down through here. And we'll put a PVC pipe that we paint black from there to this wall, and that'll hide all their lines.
Guess what, too? You see this?
I know it. Your weld job was amazing.
That's right.
We went from a floor that was almost like a trampoline that had been that way since the 50s or 60s to a floor that I'm pretty sure you could park a truck on this sucker.
Yeah. Maybe.
Good job, young man. I do.
Good.
I saw the couple of dimes you rolled out down there.
Yeah.
So now I gotta go give them the update on the well.
Alrighty. Bye, guys.
Well, it looks a little different in here, don't it? Had the plumber out. He checked everything over with the pump, everything over with the bladder tank. We actually ended up taking these wires off of the pressure switch and confirmed that this wire from the new panel out there to this point is faulty. That is what's tripping the breaker. So from that outside panel to this storage building, I have 100 amps coming over here. Not that I need them. It is legitimately only to power this original panel that the previous owner had here, so that I can have lights in here in case I end up working over here at night, putting stuff away, taking stuff out. So instead of running a brand new wire from that conduit, pulling the old one out and bringing a new one in, my plan is to rid of that completely, use this panel like you see here, not wire nutted together. This is temporary for the painter. So the ultimate goal would be to run conduit out of that box, down that post, over to where the steps meet the concrete floor so that it's not a trip hazard, and then come over, come up, and wire that new wire back into the pressure switch. So this is temped in, but we have water now, young man.
Good deal.
And we've had it all day now, but that was this morning. So that's the update on the pump for you guys. Well, as you guys saw, we got all the bad subfloor tore up and all good put back down. Did everything fit together exactly the way we would like it to? No. However, if we need to do floor leveling, grout anywhere, we can come in here and we can foam these seams and we can pour our floor leveling grout out. But what we're concerned about right now is the last wall that I plan on framing in this entire castle. Blister's supposed to be here today, and I get to call him Blister this morning because I beat him here, so Ryan is the Blister today. All right, we've got two pieces down here on our left. We notched this piece. I'll show you that here in a second. We've got a cut to make on this, and then we can figure out our longboard here where we want to go and stop. So you can see our notched end here, and that's to line up with that end there. Hit this straight side. Again, I'm just kind of what if in this, and then Ryan and I can argue over it whenever he gets here. Not that we'll actually argue, but I do value Ryan's opinion, so we'll see what his thoughts are. And what I did over here, if you guys can see that, is held off of these poles a 1/2 of an inch to make sure that we can get our finish behind it to go all the way to the ceiling. So that angle fell in really nicely. Now what I need to do is straight line this and get me a pitch so that I can get my dimension on my longboard. And when my longboard comes in, I will cut this long angle so it ties into this wall properly. And I'm just using my square to line up with this vertical face to bump that board out where it belongs. And I think actually what I need to do is put this board under that. Yeah. Line up my inside corner, or my outside corner there, should I say. And again, I do not plan on using this short board I don't think. Actually, that would line up pretty good. Nope, about 2 inches too short. Let's get us a different board. That daggone thing's basically the same length. Alright. Well, I have my pitch. Now what I've got to determine is, am I going to turn 90? And I guess even if I elevate the floor of the closet, I'm going to have to turn 90 there to go back to close off the stairwell anyhow. So I'll get me a long point dimension here all the way to that point, and I'll cut me a board out of my 12 footer here. That'll work pretty good, I believe. Line myself back up. I know that seam is right on the edge, so that'll give me 56.25. That's to my long point. $56.25. Now take my speed square and determine my pitch. And I'm lining up on my long point with my pivot point to rotate this speed square. I can show you guys that a little bit more up close. And then basically what I'm looking for is my common degree of angle. It looks like I'm 60 degrees. About 60 and a half. And that's from my long point. So now I, again, on my 65.25 or whatever that is, 56.25, have dyslexia this morning. I'm going to put my pivot point right on that line, and I'm going to rotate all the way out until I get to 60 and a half degrees. Not that I'm necessarily worried about half degrees in this castle, but mark that. I could actually confirm it with this because that's my offcut from the other piece. Square my board up. Well, I'm here to tell you that degree of angle is correct. Alright, now we can get this board out of the way. Take this board. Oh yeah, that is nice. And we are perfectly lined up with our edge here. So now, if I kept my tape measure on my pocket, I guess you really don't need a tape measure when you got boards. Looks like I got a nail head sticking out over there that I need to clean up. Get us a nice square end here. Ow! That was hard on the knee. Head down. I probably actually should have cut an angle on this board, so I'll chalk that up as a loss. The reason I should have cut an angle on this is to make it match castle, so my trim work that goes in this corner of this wall, actually, with the product that I'm using, that doesn't matter. Never mind. It's not a loss. It's guaranteed usage. Alright, so that's kicked back to the stairwell now. Hopefully you guys got to see all that. That kind of gives you a really good idea of what the wall in this room is going to look like. This would be the bottom plate. And then I think if I just straight line over from there. Oh no, I got caught by blister.
Aha, gotcha. What are we talking about?
We're talking about the argument that you and I are getting ready to have because we have differences of opinions, but oh, you're so sweet.
Mountain Dew, it's a sponsor.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Caffeine in the morning is going to be great.
Yeah.
So I got to start. I know you want to put your tools down and stuff, but this is kind of what I'm thinking. Now you're just going to have to say it all on camera. What do you think?
Good, mate.
What? You're not going to say you don't like it?
I'm just. I mean, how am I supposed to say do it different?
I don't know. I just.
Because we have this mess.
Yes, which I straightened up that mess for us quite a bit. And I'm thinking that lays in there quite nicely, honestly.
Yeah.
You actually agree with me this time? All right, hold on.
I haven't seen
Let's
you
give him a minute.
I haven't seen you in a week or so, so I didn't want to come in just arguing right away.
Well, absolutely. That's what I expected. And then these lines here on the floor, I don't need that straight line anymore. So this would be the end of the closet. And then we would go 6 feet this way to that mark. And this would be the elevated floor section of the closet. You think 6 feet's too big of a closet? You think
No.
4 feet's better? Or?
No, 6 feet's fine. You just got to make sure that you're going to get your 7 foot of clearance. Oh my goodness. Looks like you have your 7 foot of clearance all the way back to here. You could
It's actually about a foot to your right is where 84 inches hits. Yep. So I'm thinking if we use this as our full framed wall and then we screw on a board to this side, screw on a board to this side, and then just tap on a few boards to the wall, we can create a pretty quick and easy, honestly, it's a false ceiling. It's not supportive. It's just there to close off the hole, realistically, in the closet.
Let's do it.
All right. Looks like he agrees with me, so we're off to the races. Get 2 more boards cut, and we got our bottom plates made, all except for one. This board here was just a hair short, and it's because I got to cut an angle on it to meet this wall here. And the reason I'm setting so far back from this inside corner is because this switch I could probably move, but it's going to be a pain in the butt. So this controls all the alcove lights. So I'm going to leave this here so that whenever you come into this room, you open the door this way, and yes, that hides that switch. The actual room lights, which would be there, there, and then the 3 in the ceiling, would have a switch here in the wall. And once you come in and shut the door, if you want to turn your alcoves on, you can turn them on right there. So that's the thought process. Let's get a couple boards cut and we'll be back.
I don't know, maybe.
Well, after Ryan and I talked about it a little more, we changed our mind a little bit because Ryan brought the laser today and I didn't know he was bringing that, but
That's okay. I didn't either.
if we look at this green laser line, we're going to make this the closet so that we don't have to frame a ceiling or a floor, whatever you want to call it, in the closet. And that is 6 feet. Yes, it's not 6 feet of using the closet, but you can still hang shirts this way too. So we're going to put the closet right here and not have to frame anything there. And then over here, I did determine with my bottom plate, I've got to cut this tile and chip that tile off so we can mount this bottom plate properly so it doesn't do one of these teeter-totter things. So we changed the design just a little bit, not a lot of bit. And yeah, I know you guys can see Ryan's laser isn't perfect, but it's close enough to...
It's not perfect because I loved it.
Right, it's close enough to get us the idea. So Ryan's nailing down the bottoms. I'm gonna clip the tile off, and then we are gonna start framing away. Bring you guys over here in the middle. Hopefully you'll be able to see everything. Double tap. Woo, you got lucky on that one. Because that's over concrete at the joint of the floor joist. So you like legitimately missed the concrete by 1/8 of an inch.
Good.
Ah, shut up.
I'm good like that.
Oh, why do the safety glasses always have to fog up? You can't wear the darn things. And I
Because
want-
you're sweating.
You might not even need the hammer drill.
The hammer drill. Gonna do 34 on this again? Or 32 again?
Say that one more time.
Small door.
I prefer 36 if we get it.
Okay.
Allows easier access for the closet. Get my cat's claw chisel. Oh crap. Oh no. Someone else must have used it.
I didn't.
It's not in my tool belt where I always keep it.
Not hard.
Yes, sir. $36 ain't gonna work.
That doesn't work. You're gonna have like 10 inches inside there.
What's that matter?
Okay.
I'm serious though, honestly. What does it matter? The door is only for access, not using the closet for shelving, so it's just a place to get your stuff out of your suitcases and hang it so it's not all wrinkly when you wear it.
Who doesn't like wrinkly clothes?
I don't like wrinkly clothes.
Yeah. What kind of ankle we got here?
66. Woo! That was for those two words. I don't even know if they can see you over there, Ryan.
That's okay. I'm not doing anything fancy.
Now they can see you,
I
Ryan.
don't want them to see me.
They can now.
I'm trying to be incognito.
I can tell. That's why the camera's on now.
The man behind the scenes. I'm not trying to do that. It just so happens this is where I'm working.
What are you doing?
Using the wrong hammer.
You doing I got my hammer?
I've taught this one all kind of bad habits.
I know this.
I want to keep teaching bad habits. How are you getting them out?
Well, the bottom three, he couldn't hit them from the bottom and get them loose, but those all did, so I was just thinking we'll have to cut them off with a cutoff wheel. Get them as close up into the wall as we can with a cutoff wheel. Yeah, he worked and worked and worked and tried to pull those out of there, but he couldn't.
I
get
mean,
them.
that's a C channel.
Yes. Yeah, did you not see where Lucas used the C channel to weld up to these poles and support the floor?
Oh, how about that?
Uh-huh. So we used what we have and recycled it, and that's definitely supportive enough in 4 places to support. You can jump up and down on it now and it don't move at all, whereas before it felt like a trampoline.
Cool.
Yep.
What in the wide world of sports do you make on bracket for?
Well, obviously the concrete here in the castle is not poured properly, and this floor holds up our base plate, bottom plate too much, so I am routing down the floor so that it's the right level, and then we can cut it out later, and our actual floor will blend properly once we cut our threshold out. We'll frame through and cut threshold out later. If I know if I get this flat, then the floor will be flat. Isn't this what you would do to do it right, Ryan? Huh? Yeah?
Yeah. Except I don't typically carry a planer around with me. I would use a skill saw.
Well, I had it at the castle, bud. It's actually brand new. I figured we might need one of these, so I bought it.
That's handy.
Yeah. Works pretty good. I just, I'm not the greatest with it, but it works good. Ryan always forgets about you guys. He doesn't turn you. So mean.
I'm literally just drawing.
You're drawing and I'm forming.
Making a lot of crack.
Yep. A little bit of form work to do here. Ryan,
No.
I saw a comment the other day.
Oh, no. Is it the same comment that I'm thinking about?
I don't know, I'll tell you, then you can confirm. I read the comment, it aggravated me a little bit, but then I was like, you know what? They're not here on site, so I just asked this person to define. Says, I'm out, quality starting to lack. Have we changed any quality in our process? How many times do I tell you guys, if it ain't right, let's stop and back up and figure out how to do it right? How many times? Every time.
It's uncountable, really.
So, that one got me. Look at that bottom plate there, honey. Real nice, Clark. And all we'll have to do is just pour just a little bit of leveling grout in here. But we got to determine where the door's at first. And then once we frame it through, we'll cut out the threshold of the door, pour a little bit of leveling grout in here, and that floor transition. Perfect, Mickey! You alright over there, buddy?
Long angles, little skill saws.
Well, Ryan's getting ready to get the first top plate on. I'm finishing up this bottom plate. Got the angles cut, got it here. Battery died. Sorry about that. You guys didn't get to see any of that, but I'm going to tack con that end and framing nail this end because that's over top of concrete on that side. So, you good over there?
Yeah,
I'm going to go get my drill bit and my drill to get this in. Go ahead and tack off this side. You don't need the framing nail right this second, do you?
But as soon as you're done with it, I need it.
Why does it do this with the framing nails? It does not do that with the ring shank. Why did I put the nails there? There's no nails that need to go there. That's where the door is. Because the nail guy's back in my back.
Oh dear.
There we go. Can't nail that one. Alright. Have how it is. You got this, or you want me to go get another ladder?
No, I'm just saying that. Since they last saw me here and last time I saw them here,
Yeah?
I went and got the kids.
Yeah, you did.
Got a big summer full of activities ready to go.
Lots of softball, right, Dad?
So far, had it for 2 weeks, and every evening except for 4, we've been at the softball fields.
I know the feeling.
You know, everybody wants their kids to be athletic and enjoy what they're doing. And then they might complain about being in softball fields all night, every night, because they enjoy and they're good at what they do.
Yeah. So are you saying now you wish you would have
saying now I'm gonna screw this up there.
Had me help hold that so we could have cut that angle, or?
No.
Okay. You keep doing you, man. I'm liking it. You want me to grab the 8-foot ladder? So we've got 2 ladders here? Okay. I'm going to hand it to you up the stairwell right there.
You gotta get it.
That's fine. It'll take you a minute to get it anyway.
JC and I were talking about 4-sided shapes.
Oh, yay!
And she goes, oh, what a who? And I
A
said,
travel blockhead?
yeah. She's funny. Dad, are you making this up? No.
Ooh,
I didn't know.
that fits nice, bud.
Yeah.
Good guess on that 10 degree.
Very cool.
So we can take a blade off of it?
Very cool looking like
I was going to say, you're beating that pretty hard there, bud. Let me just take one blade off of it. That is how much I took off of the board, plus the blade. I bet you it fits nice now. Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Look at that, would ya? Wow, I just looked at that laser. That's bright.
Yeah.
Holy
You're
cow.
not supposed to look
Don't look at the laser.
correct.
Wow.
Nailing apparatus.
Oh, bing. Oh. Can I quickly point something out
No, you can
for you and everybody on YouTube?
What's that?
So our floor extension shows that this floor, because of the bottom plate and the top plate, is essentially in the exact same location. But the further you go this way, it's 12 inches away, so that floor didn't even match this floor. But we're adding support to our extension, so now I feel 10 million% good with how we're doing this. We're gonna have to put you another one on that outside corner because you're down about a ½ inch. Right there. I think you missed with one of them.
No.
Oh, it's not passed on the back side. Oh,
Fell off of our existing Works though.
yay! That's more better. They tack with one nail in there. On your second joist over, you got one nail missing. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, that's a little nail started. Wall, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Hey, you know, I just got thinking about it.
What are you thinking?
We should have cut 2 of every single one of
Probably.
those. 56 and 5.
We know the dimensions here is going to change because of this stone. So I've got 57, 55 and 7/8 now.
That was short to short, right?
Yes.
Go. You remember that one?
71 cut the line.
71 what?
71 cut the line.
Okay. And a square on both ends, yeah?
Yep. Whoa, that was a solid miss.
It's pretty obvious when you have solid miss, ain't it?
Yeah. Especially when nail goes thing past your head. Man, I wish I had some legs.
It's all torso for you, bud.
legs strapped on. I just walk right along here and we do this.
I knew what you meant. I was messing with you.
Oh, poor self. Shoot. If it wasn't for my legs, I'd be a short little guy.
Ego. We're done with the laser now, right?
Yes. For a moment.
Get it out of harm's way.
I don't know who Harm is, but I wish he could put his tools on and help.
I'll do more, I swear. Now you're gonna need a shorty. Shorty! Now I guarantee you that's not the right dimension. 133.
Yeah, well, maybe 133 millimeters.
Heck, I might be able to get that out. It's gonna be close. I know there's other straps. I don't think so. Do I need one square in?
One square inch to this.
Long point with a 60 degree.
37.
And then a 60 degree, right?
Huh?
And then a 60 degree angle?
No, this is a 37 degree right here.
Oh, dang. What's the overall length?
Short point is 21. Wow.
For some reason, I know where you live.
This is one fancy looking shirt you got on right there.
Yeah, happens to be my friend's music.
That's me. All right, we're gonna, there it is, that corn can grow without you, yeah. All right, we gotta switch batteries. We're gonna cut this piece, we'll be right back. And we're back. I'm gonna remember to take the nails in with me this time.
No, you ain't. It needs nails.
How about that? Good thing somebody got a tool belt on carrying nails. And Coker, shut up! Alright. Now let's see how good I really is.
You got a little bow on this end, but you can get it out of there. But then once you think you gotta start on this end. Got it? That's good. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna get some more shoes off.
Oh, hey, I didn't tell you. Our show at the Lock and Keel
Yeah.
last weekend,
Yeah.
by far top 5.
Nice.
It was an absolute blast. boy got everybody wound up. Hog Bender got up there and showed them what real guitar playing is supposed to sound like.
That's even better.
Dude, he's amazing on guitar. To the point of Pete saying, how am I supposed to follow that?
That makes it a nice then.
Okay. We're missing those double tops.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna need laser for that, ain't you? Yep. You ever? You want your side or the far side?
My side. Trying to get some white, nerdy.
Sorry. I'm gonna take one step back. Oh, that's you on the ladder.
Okay. 15 doors. No worries. I've got 22 tight. And
Oh, of course. Aha! I got a scrap piece right here. 222s. You know, honestly, that one we probably should notch out the one top plate there that your hands are on and run this one through it. Set the bottom one.
We can let this one and then knock this out.
That's what I said. Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying. You're on the same page as me. 22 tight, so you want me to make it 22 and cut the line?
That sounds like a lovely plan.
The reason I say, and Ryan says, 22 cut the line, if you guys look at the thickness of that saw blade, it's roughly 1/8 of an inch. So that'll make it 1/8 inch shy of 22. Instead of him beating it in, it'll just fall right in place.
It'll slip right in where it belongs. Let's see after it's all white in. Look at some of this stuff in my eyes.
It's set to depth. You was going to use your laser, weren't you?
That is right. I'm going to use every bit of that.
So the next one's going to be 25.5 in, yeah? Oh, that's 65. Hey, you didn't even have an L there.
I know.
Worked great. Perfect spot.
Now,
You need a sister to go in between up there?
I'm thinking I need something.
Yeah. So scratch your line on the wall there. So you know your intersection point. And it should be 14.5. I'm not saying it really is.
No, we're going to have to run it here.
Oh, I was thinking you'd lay it flat.
Yeah, because the motor's in the way.
Okay.
So I have my marker there.
Well, I got all kinds of little guys. You just tell me what you need.
Give me something roughly 10.5. You want to run 45 L's on?
Bevels?
Yes.
Yes. So 45 bevel is going to put me about 3/4 off the edge.
No.
I'm going to bevel it this way.
45 bevel.
It'd be half the thickness, wouldn't it? No, it would be the whole thickness. You're right. I'm sorry.
You can say that as many times as you
Shut up. And you want opposing bevels, right? This one beveled this way, this one beveled that way.
want. So your.
I'll just cut from one side of the board or the other.
Your 10.5 mark is going to be.
That was 10.5 from the bottom of the bevel.
Right.
Is what it'll end up being.
It'll be 10.5 short.
Short to short. That's what I have, ain't it? This is. No, it's from the son of a gun. You're right again.
Trying to get me white and nerdy.
What is that one from this side?
That glass.
Huh?
They're standing right under it.
Plexiglass. From the mirrors that he had up there.
There's two other these mirrors on the ceiling.
Yeah. Remind me, I increased my depth for this, so I don't have to cut the other one the
All
other
the way
way.
down.
And now you want this bevel to run this way.
Yes.
Okay.
So what I would do is just flip the board around and cut it from the same way.
But I don't know if I can do that because I'm gonna have to cut it right-handed now.
Oh no, not ambidextrous.
Hey, that wasn't bad for a lefty cutting right-handed right there, buddy. You need screws or you gonna nail it?
I would like never.
You got hot?
Like never. Hoping that I can get some nail gun up in there and do it.
Don't worry. Let me put it in your actual hand so you don't have to throw it up. Go, gadget arms!
Whoa! That's
It's
a
okay.
painting.
Probably not gonna keep that one. I don't know. We'll see.
That's the same thing he said about me. Here I am.
You are such a liar.
That guy can kill that guy. Oh, wait a minute. He's kind of handy. Maybe I'll keep him around for a minute. Just a minute, though.
Just a minute, you're right. Just a minute. No more than a minute. All right, I'm ready for your next cut when you are.
Okay. I'm glad you are.
Why? Hold up. That's lower. Okay.
Because this is on that plane and this is king ground. Well, I want to end up doing.
Because we have to stitch it. Feed it up in there.
One of them guys and then beat it in the squish.
Done with the laser now?
Ouch. You know, like I saw this in my armpit and that hurt.
That sounds like fun.
Overall length, 25, 5/8.
No angles.
No angle.
Ryan.
No, we're not there. I wish I could say
You wish what?
I wish I could say that we've been talking, but without.
We've been talking and working.
Yeah. On 3.
I gotta move you guys around a little bit because now you're in my way.
5/8.
Is that good?
Yeah. Just
Took you a minute?
no.
Oh.
Just so that you're not having to pull legs back out and shoot all these points up. Technically, you just need to shoot one and not have to do that. And I'm gonna put this one in so that you guys can tap onto that wall.
Yep. There's your 3. You want to pull another dimension? I'll get you another one, Kat, or?
I'll hold it very close to the same on this king stud. This side.
Huh?
King stud. You know. This side of the track. Yeah, 1.8 1/4. Just enough pressure on these studs that I can still move around with my fist.
Nice.
Wouldn't it be nice if you didn't shut off the fan?
Who did that?
Ghost.
Well, that's weird. I legit think the fan just gave out on us, but the cord still got power.
No!
It's sucking in a lot of cold air, too.
Nice.
Yep. Fan's done.
It's a lot of humidity on
It's alright. Fan told us it's the end of the day because, well, it's the end of the day.
Well, we got to start.
Yeah. And realistically, all we have to do now is just slam in
What?
studs.
20 studs?
Yep. The only thing I'd like for you to do before we call it an absolute day is to go around on your lap again and pull the proper 16s based off of how you did this in your mind, so I don't have to question it at all. I know, we're talking about getting into Ryan's mind here.
That's a dangerous place to be.
But anywho, that's what we're gonna end the day with.
What was that hung on? A dream?
A rock, there's a nail there.
There?
Yeah, you probably off-centered it.
Oh.
And it was just hanging in the center. Come on now, Ryan.
Let me have this.
So how Ryan's gonna close the day out with me here is marking out the 16-inch centers on the second top plate that we did. We already have everything marked out on the bottom plates. So then realistically, a monkey could come in here and measure top to bottom and cut a stud and install it, so.
Whoa.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That's gonna wrap up today's video. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, turn those notifications on, and share away.
Don't forget to drive fast and turn left. That's how they do it in NASCAR.